Hi everyone, how are you? It is Friday. God, this week is going so quick. When you come on, please say hello. Please let me know once you've watched this video, if you can comment below. I have a task for you, and I think it's something that we all need to do this probably at least a few times a year to sort of just see where we're at. So when you come on, please say hello. I'll go through it, and then any questions at all, please let me know. So what I've sort of been hearing is we can obviously lose motivation. I'll best mute that because I'm going to hear beep 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 all the time. We can lose motivation all of the time. There's so many things that can steer us off course and where we're wanting to go, and it's being able to recognise that. And some days we have more motivation than others. Hi Meg. But this particular task will really help you figure out the areas that you're struggling in and the areas that you're actually excelling in. So what I want everyone to do is, first and foremost, before you start, I want you to grab yourself a notepad and pen. So if you haven't got one, pause the video, go and get yourself a notepad and pen, and then come back on. So once you've got it, what I want you to do is, I'm just going to rip this off, and it's probably going to rip it all over the place. So what I want you to do is I want you to separate it out into columns like this. So you're going to have 2, 4, 5 columns. Separate out into 5 columns, and then so line, cross. First column is going to be health and wellness. So if you put that in your first column, your second column is going to be business and career. It's your second one. Your third one is going to be personal development. Your fourth one is going to be finances, and then your fifth one is going to be relationships. Now, this is in no particular order, so it's just the 5 of them. So it will look something like that. So you can see, okay, then I just scribbled health and wellness, business and career, personal development, finances, and relationships. Hi, Liz. So, got them all here. And what we need to work out for each of them is whether you're improving in them, so you're going up or you're going down when it comes to it. And then when we can assess where you are, we can then work out how to improve them all and start taking action on it. Because a lot of the time we can be so overwhelmed with life that we can feel overwhelmed, but we don't know where it's coming from. We don't know where our struggles are because there's that much stuff going through our head. So this task is a really good task to do. So when it comes to health and wellness, what I want you to do is list all of the things that you feel that you are doing really well with when it comes to your health and wellness. So it could be, your breakfasts are much improved from where they were 6 months ago, or 2 weeks ago if you're relatively new, or 18 months ago. It could be you're drinking so much water now, you're drinking a lot more water than what you did drink, or you're drinking 2 litres of water, as specific as you can be about that. Or it might be, well, actually, self-care. I have a bath once a week, which is my time, self-care. Kids are looked after by someone else, and I have my me time. Or I might be booking in a massage for me once a month. Health and wellness, I want you to write down all the things that are going really well when it comes to your health and wellness. Okay? So I want you to put all that down. Then I want you to work your way through the columns. So the same with your business and career, your personal development, your finances, your relationships. So let's look at your business and career. So if you're running your own business, are you enjoying it? All the things that you love about running your own business, or if your career, all the things you love about your job, what you are doing, are you enjoying each day? Are you stagnant? Are you learning in your job? Are you growing in your job? Are you moving up the ladder? Are you going the way that you want to go? And are you fulfilled in your job or your business? Are you fulfilled? Or actually, is it not going too well? So all of these areas, I want you to imagine it as a plant. Is it growing? Is it blooming? Is it coming out? Or is it willowing and is it getting worse? So for all of these areas. But first off, what we want to do is we want to put down all the things that are working. So when it comes to your business and career, I want you to list all those things that are working really well, that you absolutely love when it comes to your business and career. Next, with your personal development, what we do is write down all the things. Are you learning every day? Are you listening to a podcast for 10 minutes every single day? Are you reading a personal development book every single day? Are you doing a course currently? Are you a nurse? Are you training and you're doing more courses? That's personal development. Write that life skills. Are you learning to cook, to sew, whatever that is personal development. I want you to write down all those things that you are doing well. Again, with your finances, are you putting money away regularly? Are you, what are you doing in terms of your finances? Are you building up a savings? Where are you at when it comes to your finances? And then with your relationships, that could be with your marriage, it could be with your friends, it could with your family, with your children, all the things that are going really, really well, all the things that you love. All the things that you love doing, in terms of, again, your marriage, that type of thing. So we want to do across the board on all those 5 areas, all the things that you love that make you happy that you're doing in those areas. Okay? It might be, for example, with your health and wellness and self-care, that actually I know for me that for a long time I wasn't wearing makeup at all. And I actually realised that had an impact, because when I put makeup on, I actually feel really quite nice. So you probably noticed me a bit more recently putting makeup on. I'm like, actually, I feel better with it. So now I've realised, actually, if that makes me feel better, then I'm doing that. So what I want you to do is do that, and then fill it in with all the amazing things that you love about those areas. You may have 50 things for each area. You may have 2 things for each area. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, put it down on paper, because it's so important. See, rather than just thinking about it, writing it down will really, really help you open your eyes as to where all the things that you love and all the things that make you happy in terms of when it comes to them. You may have areas, you may have gaps where you go, actually, I absolutely hate my job. There's nothing I like about it. I don't know what I'm going to do. And that might be left blank. That's fine. This will help see where you currently are. And then what I want you to do is do the same again with the same 5, and then all the things that you are struggling with in each of those areas. Okay? So again, it is a bit of a long task, but it's really good because it will help you focus and help you think about, okay, you want to do all the good things and all the things you're struggling with and all the things that aren't working. So your health and wellness, you might be saying, well, actually, I'm struggling with weight, I'm gaining weight, or but also one of the reasons is I'm not sleeping, or I'm not drinking enough water, or put them all down, because then once we have a really good idea as to where we're at, we can then start improving it. But there are so many, as you can see, there's so many different areas of our life that we have to look at that can make us overwhelmed, that can make us lose motivation, that when we place all our cards on the table and put it all down, we'll have a much better idea as to where we're at. So if you can do that for me, again, that's a little bit of a task. Take yourself off, you get some quiet time, someone to look after the children. If you need to go sit out on the grass in the garden and just start writing away and let all of this come out. All the bits that you love about each area, all the things that you're really, really enjoying, that make you happy, and all the things that aren't necessarily going your way, or actually they could be improved. So if, for example, if you've left business and career out because you're in a job you absolutely hate, you're not enjoying it, you're literally just counting down the hours till you get out of there, then that's blank. Writing all that down, so well, actually, okay, you'll get an idea all the things that you love. If there's only one area, that can actually have an impact on everything else. And what happens, there's very much a ripple effect. So if your health is poor, if you're not looking after your health, then that has an impact on your work, because you're probably not motivated to go into work. It'll have an impact on your personal development, because you probably think, I can't be bothered reading a book, or I can't be bothered, I'll just pick up a magazine instead of a glossy magazine or something like that. It all has a ripple effect, be it positive or negative. So what I want you to do is put that all out, write that all out, and then what I want you to do is I want you to sort of come back to me with with sort of what your findings are. You don't have to share it with, if you're happy to share it with the group in here, that's absolutely fine, but I do know there will be obviously lots of personal things in here that only you can be very, very honest with yourself and sit down and do it. Now, I want you to do this exercise because it is really, really important, because I want you to take a look at your life and basically tell yourself the truth about where you are at. Because it will really, when you do that, you can then say, well, actually, this is where I am. At least I know now how I can improve it. And you'll find there'll be some areas where you absolutely love it and other areas where it's not so great, that actually, but that's where we'll start focusing on and how you can start improving it. So when it may be that you're saying, actually, I'm starting to feel more successful in my fitness and my nutrition. That will have a ripple effect on the other areas, and you'll actually have a bit more confidence to say, now I'm going to start tackling my finances or my relationships or, personal development. You're not going to be able to do it all at once, but if we know where you're at with each of them, and I want you to sort of mark yourself on a scale, once you've done all that and you've got it in front of you, is to mark yourself down on a scale of 1 to 5, and to say 1 being not too good, not going too good in that particular area, 5 being I am absolutely rocking that area, I want all the other areas to look like that. And then you can say, okay, there's a few areas that are actually pulling things down. How can we address them? Because, and there was a thing, and I read it was in one of the books I've sort of been reading at the moment, and I'll read it from you sort of in terms of the quote that came from it, and it is so, so true. And this is what, once we realise this and we really sort of take it on board, we can change things going forward. So basically it says, life is not a dress rehearsal. There is no practice session. Take a look at your life and tell the truth about where you are at. Do this exercise now. Which way is your life headed? Is it headed up? Think of the plant. Is it bloom? Is it growing? Or is it willowing? And you may actually find, you may think that everything is willowing, but when you write it down, it may just be one area that you're struggling with that you can then focus on, and then that will have an impact on, it's going to help you with your motivation levels, it's going to help change things for you. So I hope this is a really, really good task for you to take on board, and I do hope that you do take it on board and you do it this weekend, because there may actually be some eye-openers for you and some sort of light bulb moment that comes to you that says, well, actually, I've been feeling quite low for a bit, been feeling overwhelmed, but when I look at it on paper, there's just one area that's actually dragging the rest of it down, because in all the other different areas, or there's 2 areas that are dragging it down. Okay, how do we address them? What can I do differently? What can I change? If it's down to, I said simple things like, if you're in a job that you hate, then you have the choice, and you can make that decision to say, I am going to actively look now for new employment. I'm going to actively look for something that I really, really, that I love to do. It is really important you do this, because then you can start changing the course of your life going forward, and you being in control of your life rather than your life sort of everything else control, all the different environments controlling you. So I hope this video has really, really helped. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments on it, and if you've got any questions at all, then please do not hesitate to ask. But on that note, I hope you have the most amazing weekend, and I'm back on. Or just to remind you, I did the 3-day refresh, didn't I? And I've lost 3-day reboot and lost 6.5 pounds. I had a normal portion fix day yesterday, and then I'm doing another 3-day reboot until Monday. So then that will be sort of my carb cycling done before I go away. So I will keep you posted as to those results as well. But apart from that, any question at all, please do not hesitate to ask. And welcome to all the new ladies who are in the group, and to all ladies who've been here for so long. Thank you so much. You are all doing really, really well. Please do not be hard on yourselves. Sometimes life can be so overwhelming that you can't see the wood through the trees, if that's the right phrase. So hopefully this exercise will help you focus more. But on that note, have a great day, guys, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.